It's actually loaded in gold, but it's not what you think it is by looking at it.
Yeah.
Jason, congratulations. You're now expert in repelling.
It probably took dozens of guys years and years and years to mine this. Trying to get that red pocket.
This red pocket that's showing all this gold?
Yeah. Is there gold in it?
I think so. Where's the loop? I think that's all gold.
I was about to comment how delicate he was with that thing.
Oh!
I hear Jason coming.
Oh, here he's filming. I gotta act like I know what I'm doing.
There's Jason coming up.
No pack rats, but the bats are terrible down there.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of bats.
Loaded with bats.
Loaded with bats. Ah!
Avalanche?
Clear. That was a lot of rock.
Just one. That was just dangling. It's not barbed wire. Right?
Okay, coming down. Okay, I'm gonna drop the rest of the rope. So there's workings that go back this way that don't develop much. There's a little stope at the bottom. The crosscut intersects the north vein at 40 feet, and they drifted on it, but it's all backfilled. So you can't tell
How far they went.
how far they went or anything they went there. They went through another 50 feet and stopped. But then you go up this muck-filled incline, back kind of right under our road, probably right under the white bags there on the surface.
Yeah.
And you're at the peak of this muck, and the stope is a huge open stope above you, goes way out over the dump pile.
Wow.
And then you look down the slope scree and it goes down past the bottom of the shaft, down, 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 down.
Wow.
They mined a huge amount of ore from this side. And that pillar is in there somewhere, and it's like 3.5 feet. Beautiful blues and greens. They left this one pillar up there.
The guys in the 70s didn't take it. Probably couldn't reach it.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a bunch of muck down there that's either low grade or I don't know where the waste would have come from. They just mined the vein. They didn't do any development work off the vein at all. So it's probably just low grade they shot and left.
All right. Bobby's back.
Would you trust that as an anchor?
All right, we are headed back over to the collar pit there.
Like polka dot red material. That polka dot red material.
Wow, look at that. Here, Bobby, come check this out.
We got to find it in situ.
There we go.
I think I might just go and scrape that wall one more time and do one more pan.
Man, that is good.
This is
All through it.
This would explain why your detector was squeaking.
Yeah.
That's really good. All in the rusty pyrite
Yes,
stuff.
I had great signals on that wall, didn't I?
You did.
It is in the red, rusty hanging wall stuff. Not associated with galena at all. All that yellow is gold. Fine little bits, but it's in this like the spotted, speckled
Yeah, the polka dot, that red polka dot material.
polka dot. See how close we can get. Oh yeah. Go flower mode. Go dirty fingernails. Look at that.
And a distance. Look at that. I'm 2 inches away.
Oh.
There's something down there.
Ooh. Spoon it
the
out.
best signal we've had.
Down on that rock.
Yeah, well, that signal there, that like,
This is just
on
going to
the
be entertainment
nose of
right now.
it seems to be. But I detected that before, so I'm thinking it's something that just fell on it. Over in this pile.
We think we're narrowing down on where the gold is. We're finding it in those little red blebs. Right in the hanging wall, huh, Dan?
Yeah. I just got a signal. It's in my pan, but it kind of went away when it went in the pan.
Oh, it's all over the ground too.
That sounds good.
Yeah. That rock's got a signal in it.
Wait, rotate. Somewhere here maybe? No.
Check, go get some water. But it's in all these little red blebbies.
Blebbies!
I
Blebbies.
think
It's a technical term.
it's in the quartz. Oh, sorry, Dan.
It's okay.
I think it's in the quartz.
Yeah.
In the quartz that's on the hanging wall side.
Okay.
And obviously the quartz goes all the way to where the slick is, the gouge. But the pieces he had, they were quartz, right, Dan? Just straight quartz? And
Quartz with iron. Yeah.
so this is it.
They look just like this stuff.
Now, we also have some running on this part of the
We
vein,
do.
too.
We do, yeah.
And also here, but we didn't see any of the manganese fans.
Did you pan the red stuff that was in that bag?
Yes, it was barren.
It was barren.
It had
Okay.
a lot of that yellow stuff that wasn't gold,
Uh-huh.
but no gold.
Okay. And that was off the footwall. So we're thinking it's off this hanging wall side right now. You want a tool?
I got 2 of them. I got 10 of them. Oh, we got nice looking stuff coming
That's
out.
great stuff. Put that in a separate...
Well, we're gonna put that all in the scoop.
okay, in the scoop.
Right now, everything is coming to the scoop.
Okay. So we've got our best signal yet down in this hole Dan's working. Let's see if it's still there.
Still there.
Yep.
If you want to set it onto all metal mode, it'll be more consistent.
That doesn't sound...
Yeah, we don't have it in the scoop yet. Really looks like that knob, eh? Let's break the knob off. Although it's
Yeah, I need to take that knob. Oh yeah. Hard.
detect that. That's chisel you're hearing. Piece of chisel there. It's definitely that knob, isn't it?
Yep.
We don't have the big pry bar, do we?
We do.
We do?
Yeah, let me grab it. Or the little pick right there.
No, we got it. Brought it up. I went and collected all the tools so when you needed it, it was here.
I like this over here, though.
That's great stuff. Right in the middle of the vein, too.
Just don't get the yellow paint on the rock.
I'm never going to live that
Who
one
would
down.
do that?
I know what I'm giving Jason for
Hey.
Christmas.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, right?
Give him a bottle of yellow.
We
spray
got
paint
her.
every Christmas.
Okay, let's start with that, which I doubt is going to show us anything.
Mm-hmm.
Chisel.
We get a hint.
A little bit.
Flip it over.
That's gorgeous rock.
I'm trying to get that red pocket.
This red pocket that's showing all this gold?
Yeah. Is there gold in it?
I think so. Where's the loop?
I think I have it. There we go.
I think that's all gold.
Oh boy.
Survey says.
Oh.
Yeah?
No.
Chalco.
Chalco.
Yeah, the blue around it's a dead giveaway.
No gold.
Oh, it's, for a second I thought it was. Have a look.
Yeah.
But no, that wasn't our signal.
I trust you. That's Chalco.
Let me
A little
see.
brassy. Yeah, the signal was on our little
Yeah,
knob right
Chalco.
there.
See the blue?
That thing, isn't it?
But there
Swing
might be
it one more
something right
time?
there.
Yeah, it's in this rock.
Okay, let's swing it on that.
Nope.
That.
Hopefully it didn't fall in the
On
crack.
that. Okay, I'm gonna say this was nothing. Let's
Let's just wash that off.
It's another episode of
just swing it over
Damn,
that one.
Swing over this.
Playing with rocks.
Yep, you got it.
Hard gold.
That's gold. Oh, do I have my phone with me? Do I have anything to record? Oh.
In the rinse water it goes.
Trying to rinse it off, see if we got anything on the surface.
Team effort going on here. We've got the brightest signal yet. Oh, my phone's full.
Dan, you want my phone? Here.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. I finished my video already, so it's good.
Let me try
I got
this.
footage for you. Don't worry about it. I'll send you.
Yeah, hard gold, indiscrimination.
We got a nugget. We got a nugget.
All right, what do we do with it?
I think we break it open.
Put it in a bag and break it? So we save the chips?
Slab it.
Now we gotta break it.
Yeah, I know. Break it in the hole, so that way you can still scoop the goodies out in case.
Ow!
Oh,
Oh.
beard hair. Ow.
That's out of the face too.
Survey says.
Not what I thought.
No.
Slap it. Slap it.
No, we gotta break it. We gotta break it to see. Harry is way more patient than I am.
When you don't find as much gold as you have, you know, and you
Everything.
spend half your prospecting career finding nothing, you learn patience.
Mm-hmm.
Just screams. Are we doing it?
Yeah.
We're doing it. Over the pan. Ow, that hurts.
Put it in the hole.
Okay, detector.
Yep. I got it on discrimination now too. Oh,
Should still scream on that then.
Dan's looking.
Dan goes in with the loop.
It's gonna be the longest nugget reveal video ever.
Ever.
Down here still.
And it's gone.
It's gone.
Okay, you gotta do it on the ground. It hurts the hand too much.
Oh
Oh, okay.
What? Hold on. Let me see that.
Yeah.
Did you see what I saw?
In the pocket.
That's that yellow stuff. Never mind.
Okay.
Let me see that.
There's a big pocket in there.
I think you just got lots of galenas.
A little bit.
Oh, wait. No, false alarm.
Little bit.
Oh boy.
It's in that one.
And it's hard on gold still. I'm gonna wash it again for you?
Yeah. We're gonna have so much freaking footage here.
Yep.
One rock.
Yeah, but if it's a good rock.
Nothing there.
Hit it again. Okay, I'll hit it. It is right there. It's on this surface.
Just a massive.
Galena. It's just gold alloyed with galena.
Hit that.
It's still picking the gold side. Is it just a certain type of sulfide that's confusing the detector?
Could be.
Harry is confident this is just golden galena.
I have no idea.
Yeah, right? Well, here's what was inside that rock. It looks like oxidized chalcopyrite to me, but the detector is pinging gold hard. And I guess I could imagine there's gold mixed in there. I don't know, let's see what Dan thinks.
I'm gonna give you this. Check out in that iron pocket right there.
Okay.
It's got structure to it like it's like a pyrite crystal, but it's got the color of gold.
Dan, have you ever seen gold grow in a bug?
Yes, and take on the shape of the bug.
Yes.
Well, there we go.
I've heard people talking about like dendritic gold that looks like crystals.
What do you guys think? Leave me a comment below if you think that's gold. The detector on discrimination says it's gold. It just doesn't look quite right. I don't know if we solved the mystery, but that's a special rock according to the detector. We're over here by the portal that we've been working on, and I kicked the side wall kind of right where we thought the vein was supposed to be. And there's a hole there. I was like, oh Pete, this is glacial till for 10,000 years. There's no portal here. Well, sure is shooting. It could be 20 more feet, Pete. We might never even see nothing. Well, they went that way.
Yep.
Dang.
Well, and I'd say 10 feet, the full stretch of the boom, I was grabbing little bits of wood, and it smelled like dug fir.
Oh, okay. So
So
they timbered underneath,
Yep.
and it all squashed. Get the machine,
well, I guess I'm digging this down now.
or at least opening that
Yep.
up so we can see.
Oh, that's too fun.
That was weird. I've never had anything like that happen before. I literally just kicked a rock
I
and it
know.
went in the other way. Okay, luck's on our side today.
I guess.
All right, let's get the machine and see what she looks like.
That's funny. I got a light too.
There we go.
Not a bright one, but
What do you see?
and a drift.
Okay.
And this has sloughed in,
Okay.
so it tapers that way.
Okay. So this whole hillside right here must have just
drop.
squash
yeah.
down onto the thing.
Which I did notice too. All this that caved in was on top of that board.
Okay.
So whenever that board was put in, this collapsed after that.
Okay. Now I wonder. Oh, I don't know how. Let's just.
I'll open that
Let's
up.
dig. Yeah, open that up, and we'll see what we're dealing with here.
What does that mean? If the drift continues from here and then through overburden.
There's a little swale here
Yeah.
that was overburdened, just rock and stuff that had fallen over the hill, and the old timers came through and they drifted through that overburden. We're assuming they hit the vein on the other side and they kept going.
Yeah.
But having a drift here means that the old timers liked that vein enough to drift through. They didn't know how far they had to go and hit the vein on the other side. And so there could be 300 feet of tunnel, there could be stopes, there could be all kinds of goodies over here. When you're on vein, you're drifting.
Yeah.
When you're going to hit a vein, you're cross-cutting.
Yeah.
An adit is typically when you're out on the surface going in, I don't know if on vein or not, and a tunnel is open on both sides.
Yeah. Pete has the face of get out of the way. I was about to comment how delicate he was with that thing.
Sounded like rock. Pieces of bigger rock. I kicked that in just the right spot. That was a miracle of nature that happened.
Oh, move.
Yeah.
Move.
Yeah. We might need that fin hoe. That might be the final.
I'll let you do the work this time.
Okay.
Well, we get to test out the Cerro Gordo scamper.
The Cerro Gordo scamper,
The
that's
Cerro
right.
Gordo scamper.
That's right.
Yeah, Brent was like, I can fit through that, no problem.
Yeah, Brent would be in there already. All right, let me have a look in here. Oh, it only goes 10 feet. But there's the vein.
Hey, it's a present. Consider it a gift.
Yep, they hit the vein all right.
Yeah, it might be better, that rotten wood in there. That's a gift.
Yeah,
That's a huge gift.
yep. Because now we know right where it is. Not as exciting as we hoped.
Yeah, but the vein is there. Just think,
Yes.
this is how much material he was going to have to remove to get to that vein.
Yeah, we never would have done it.
No.
It just
There
goes
you
in
go,
about
Pete.
15 feet, Pete, and then it's...
Take a look.
And it stops.
Yeah, but the vein's there. See the
Yeah.
vein on the left?
Yep.
A shovel. Is that a shovel? Laying there? No, maybe it's just a rock.
Pair of blue jeans.
Yeah. It's their jean
And it
storage.
is. The side walls are out of the.
That hard clay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I mean, it looks really cool with the rock.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really neat.
Nice.
And they even found the vein in there.
Well, it doesn't go back too far though.
No, but the nice thing, you see that vein on the
Yeah,
left?
I see it.
Yeah, that's good news.
And look, you can see the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably like overburden on top of it, but you can see the top. Nice.
So Pete and I are standing here at this completely solid wall, and he's talking about how hard it is. And I'm walking around just kind of kicking the dirt and, lamenting about how it could be another 20 feet. And I kick a rock like that, and it went boop and started rolling down. It was
Inside.
it was at the perfect spot right at the head of the adit, and it rolled down the backside. And we're like, whoa, a hole! So they started digging, and sure enough, yeah, that's. Get the fin hole, I'll go in there. All right. That's good enough, I guess. Okay, here we go. Let's see what 20.9. Hope that thing works.
Probably doesn't work so well in your pockets.
Yeah, we find. Here we go. We're going in our little. What is this? The east adit of the North Vein.
It's like a made to be magazine.
Let's see. Do I go in feet first? I guess I go in feet first.
You know there's no rattlesnakes in there.
That's what you say now.
Don't tell me these things. I might believe you. I'm gullible enough to believe it.
Okay, what did our gas detector say?
This might be worth detecting.
20.9. 20.9.
Air that hasn't seen the light of day for 100 years.
Is it floor spongy?
Yeah.
What's the pinhole?
What's going on there? All right.
Tie a rope around him quick.
There's the vein.
Yeah, second level. 10 feet down.
Let me see if there's a false floor here. Well, I'm able to get some of this stuff off the surface of the vein, and it looks really good. Harry's out there breaking it.
Oh, sulfide.
What?
Sulfide.
Huh?
In lines.
Another rock coming out. It's good stuff?
Yes.
Every bit as good as the good stuff we were finding up in the main pit.
Oh, man. Really? Okay.
No gold.
Well,
in the bugs.
let me pull off another couple rocks here, and then we'll see what we got. Here's the stuff I'm pulling out of that
My hand is shaking. Sorry.
vein.
Post lunch.
Post-lunch shakes.
Well, I have a food coma right now, so.
Oh, that's nice looking stuff.
I know that. I was
Really nice.
Dan's trying to go home, and we start throwing this at him from out the hole.
Yeah. Dan, get out of here.
Bobby can't leave till Dan leaves.
Bobby's
I don't
stuck.
know if he's bored out of
Bobby's
his
stuck
mind.
on an island.
He probably thinks we're out of our minds.
Yeah. These guys just sit in a hole and look at rocks all day.
Gotta give props to Bobby. He
Yeah.
went and got sandbags.
Did he?
No, you're hired.
He's hot. Yeah.
Hired.
He's not Canadian. He can work.
You can't go anywhere, Bobby.
Sorry, Canada. We love you, but you're not allowed to work without a visa.
Very cool.
The piece that he just threw out of the hole we cracked open had a nice solid line of sulfides in it with the little red iron bugs in it.
This looks really good here.
Yes. Yes.
Crowbar.
Coming in.
Let's see, do I have the right angle here?
Oh yeah. I love that contrast between hard rock and then the overburden on top.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Just hit on it real hard with the sledge. It's funny, I get down the hill, Pete looks at me, he's like, "You remember to bring a sandbag?" I'm like, "Damn it."
I got a little pile going.
So worth it. Look at the red bugs in that blue.
Oh. Oh. There, you can play with that a little bit.
Yes,
And this too.
more of that.
Yes, please.
So Jason found that red crumbly oxidized pyrites right there on the hanging wall
Yeah.
there. So Dan's trying to go home to see his missus, and we keep holding them up. We're borrowing his gold pan right now.
It's important, Dan.
It's very
Tell
important.
Dana it's important.
Dana, thank you for letting us steal your husband for another hour.
I'm gonna make her watch your video just that.
So it just occurred to me that we've been surface mining outside, right? And now we're on the hard rock, so that's technically the surface, but there's a bunch of overburden. So we're surface mining underground. So
Yeah.
does that count?
That makes
We're
sense.
still surface mining, but we're underground. Pete's looking at me funny.
The rounded stuff is definitely alluvial.
And colluvial is that just fell off a hill.
Yeah.
That's alluvial.
Is it alluvial?
Alluvial.
Alluvial is stuff that's gravity's moved.
Yeah, so I'm in alluvial. Colluvium is inside the cracks of the rock. That's colluvium.
Okay,
And alluvial is water.
perfect.
So I'm in alluvium.
YouTube is going to tell us.
Oh yeah. If you're wrong, someone will let you know.
There'll be a dissertation
Anyways.
in the comments.
Yeah, I got it.
We're going to consolidate some bags, figure out what we can fit in our truck. Pete's down digging out our new east alluvial portal. What do we call it? Something like that. North vein, east portal, east drift. We've got a bunch of the bags here that Dan heard had good success with the pan. We've got a whole bunch of ore still down here we're gonna bag. We've got a bunch of bags over there. We've got a bunch of bags worth of ore over there that I don't know if we're gonna get to. We got this section. So we just got a ton of stuff to just kind of get wrapped up and consolidated here. But this was a great week. I did want to say a big thank you to Bobby at How Not To for coming out and taking me down that hole. Dan Hurd, we've done a lot of collabs together. It's always fun having you out. And then Harry from Mine Operator and Pete from Standing Bear Logging. Couldn't have done this without you. You guys have both been a huge help. So thank you everybody for coming out, and thank all you viewers for supporting me and watching and all the cool comments you guys are leaving me. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to sit here on this claim, and I keep thinking about this is a chapter in a story, and I'm a small piece of a way bigger picture. It was discovered in like 1890, and 135 years later, I'm up here scratching the vein with the excavator, and we're hammering, chiseling samples and bagging up stuff and digging out the old portals, roping down the old shaft. And you just get to thinking about how many people were here before you, and hopefully how many people will be here in the next 100 years or next 200 years. And they'll be looking at the stuff that I've done and being like, man, you know, that Jason, what was he thinking? Or he really had it figured out, or boy, he lost a whole bunch of money up there. When I was down in that shaft yesterday and looking at that big, huge open stope and trying not to get rabies from the bats, it's an unbelievable amount of work that those guys did to open up that crack in the earth. And in the late 1800s, early 1900s, it was probably all by hand. They probably didn't have any air or water down there. And I was thinking about it the other night. That's probably one of the reasons why that stope was just nice and uniform and slick right to the hanging and footwall. They weren't blasting. They were guys down there, young men, teenagers up to probably 30s, down there with hammers and chisels, just beating that stuff out. And they took out, you know, thousands of tons, and it all had to come up that shaft. And I don't know how deep it goes, but those were the crazy old timers, and in 100 years, I'll be one of the crazy old timers. But you know, you can see this vein here behind me. This is the same stuff they were mining, and now I'm gonna be mining it and getting more gold out of the property. So it's cool. I guess what I'm saying is it's cool just to be part of the story. I don't feel like I am the story. Maybe more of a storyteller, I guess. It's really cool to be able to share it with all you guys on YouTube and preserve the history, both of what I'm doing and then kind of try and tell the story of the old timers. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat to be able to do this. And I really do feel like you guys as viewers allow me to do stuff like this and share the story with you. And I know a lot of you support me, and you're buying bags of ore and buying samples, and that makes you part of the story as well. And I think so much of this is important to tell, right? A lot of this history and the men, the guys that did all this is what made America back in the day. And I'm trying to keep that going and keep that storyline alive. And it's hard, and it's expensive, and it's a lot of work, and there's a lot of unknowns. I mean, Harry and Pete and I were fantasizing about, well, if you drive a decline down 200 feet and expose some of the vein, you might hit some pockets. And geez, you know how expensive it is to drive a decline down 200 feet? It's hundreds, if not $1,000 a foot. So you're talking about 200 grand just to get down to see what's there. That's the vein and the ore that you mine doing that doesn't really even help much with the cost. That's just development work to get down to see what you have, and then maybe you have something, maybe you don't. So mining's a big part of American history. I'd like it to continue to be a big part of American history and American industry. We all use metals, we all use aggregate. This saying, if you don't grow it, you mine it. So when you think about everything you use in your daily life that isn't wood or cotton or food, it probably came out of the ground. And so you can't just write off mining or logging or farming or ranching or any of the industries that, like I said, 100 years ago made America. And we get so caught up in tech and all this other stuff that we're doing now, and all this technology, I guess, right? That we kind of forget where we came from and where our roots are, and that behind every computer and cell phone and electric vehicle is metals. That's the truth. That's not conspiracy theory. It's not a debatable thing. It's just fact. There's no question. And to take these small mines all over the American West and even back on the East Coast and say they're dead, or we don't need them, or they're not important, is a huge mistake. I think there's so many mines and prospects that could be productive and really help the American industry that we are ignoring or have written off. And that's not a political statement. It's again kind of fact. There's lots of resources out west. but we aren't mining them. And I think that needs to change. And I'm trying to show everybody that it can be done and that it's not unobtainable, but it does take a lot of work. So anyway, I don't know. That was my little rant, and hope you guys appreciate what I'm doing and are interested, because I think it's cool. I think what I'm doing is cool, and I think small scale mining is cool, and I think if we forget about it, that's a mistake. So thanks again, everybody, for watching and all your support. All right, we're finishing up our last half day here. We have done a ton of work this last week. I really appreciate all the other YouTubers here. Be sure to check out their channel. I'll put a link to everyone in the description below. We've got about 50 more bags here we're not going to be able to take with us. I've got another probably 2 tons of ore in addition to that that's not bagged up. So we're looking at maybe 3 or 4 ton ready to go. So I'll need the dump truck for the next adventure here. But what we do have is I've got the truck loaded up with about 1,500 pounds worth of stuff. It's squatting big time. Hopefully we can make it all the way home without blowing a transmission. Coming up, we have crushing videos. We have smelting videos. We're gonna bag some of this up and put it on eBay for you guys. We're gonna slab some. We're gonna look for specimens. We're gonna make gold beads. So be sure to check out those videos when they come out. Subscribe so you don't miss anything. But thanks guys for watching. We'll see you on the next video. There's a lot of gold in here. Yeah.
That looks really good.